Hey guys, what's up? It's Anais. Welcome to this week's video.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
Today I'm going to give you a tour of my Notion. I've been binge watching Notion tours lately and I thought I would give you a tour of mine. If you didn't know what Notion is a productivity app that basically helps you organize your whole life. I'll go through my Notion with you guys and I'll make all my pages available as templates for you to duplicate and reuse if you want them. So without further ado, let's get started. When I first go into my Notion, I always go to the weekly agenda page. This is the #1 page I always use every single day, and it's basically my to-do list for the week. So I designed this little icon that you see right here. My goal was to design icons for all my pages, but then I got lazy, so this is the only one I did so far. Maybe one day when I have more time and I'm bored, I'll do it, but for now, we'll just leave it like that. In this video, I'm not going to talk about how to use Notions. There are tons of tutorials online. I'll link some down below that were really useful to me. I'll just go through my Notion and give you a tour of mine. My weekly agenda, I put a quote in the beginning. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. I just like reading that and reminding myself that I should be productive and not procrastinate, because that's a form of self-care. Then I have my morning routine and night routine pages linked. I don't really go on them that much. I wish I did, but I don't. So yeah, we'll go over them later. When you scroll down my weekly agenda, you have all the days of the week. So under each day, I put 3 checkboxes, and those are for the 3 most important things I need to do every day. So for example, today I need to film this video, do the second body paragraph of my management essay, and then prepare my marketing class for this week. So these are the 3 most important things I need to get done today. This is what I should focus on. And then I have a little toggle list with my meetings/classes. So today I had Spanish class at 11, I had an econ class at 12, and then entrepreneurship class at 2 p.m. So this is just for me to like remind myself of what meetings/classes I have today. And then we have another toggle list with the small tasks that I need to do. So today, for example, I had to give a photocopy of my mom's ID to the driving school. So I did that, so I just cross it off. I also want to prepare for my management class this week. Then I need to study a bit for the driving theory test because I'm trying to pass my theory test at the end of the month. And then I need to work on the menu design for my mom's restaurant. So these are just small tasks that I also want to get done, but if I don't get done today, then it's not a big deal. What I should focus on are the 3 main tasks that I wanted to get done. I do this for every day, basically, and this really helps me so much. And it helps me organize my whole life. And it's so satisfying to cross off something off my list. I just love it so much. So we go until Sunday, and then I have next week, so what I should get done next week. So in here I have study for the driving theory test, and I created template buttons so I can just quickly add something. And then I just added this yesterday, but I put little goals, and it's basically the goal for the week. So this week my goal is to finish my management essay. It's not really a goal, it's an obligation because it's due on Friday, but it's one of my goals, you know. And then finish designing the menu for my mom's restaurant this week because I want to be done. And then I have useful links. So in here are just a few masters that I was looking at and I don't want to lose the links to. It took me forever to figure out how to put a link like this. So I'm going to show you because it took me forever to figure out and there was nothing on the internet that showed how to do it, so I'm going to show you. So let's say I want to keep the link for this vegan risotto recipe. So I copy the link. And then here you will type vegan risotto recipe. And then you highlight it. And then you just press this link. And then you paste it. And then link to web page. And that's it. And then when you press it, oof, so satisfying. It took me forever to figure this out. So I hope this helps someone. Then I put my little study tunes playlist in here. It's mostly classical music because I can't listen to songs with lyrics in them when I study. And then I just put a little photo. The world needs who you were made to be, babe. Just something kind of inspirational. And then like little things I want to do, but I don't really have the time to do right now, so I just put them here so I don't forget about them. But yeah, this is my weekly agenda page. I use it every day, and this is what keeps me organized. We're gonna go to dashboard. This is the main homepage. I put a little quote, be the energy you want to attract. I have daily, plan, and reflect. So first of all, I'm just going to show you how I did this, the little color box, because this is also something that not everyone knows about. You press $$ and then you put this formula in, backslash, color box, this little thing, I'm not sure what it's called, and then you put the color code, so you can put any color you want. Just find the color code for the color you want, put it in, then you close the little parentheses, and then you put another one of these things, and then you put the word that you want inside, and then you close it, and then you end with $2, and then you press, why is this not working? Oh, because there's no, yeah, voila, that's it. That's how you do it. You can also just take this out, I think, and that's it. You can change as well the color of the text. It's really as you wish. Like, there's so many things you can do with this app. I love it. You can put it as a heading. Wow, so pretty. But yeah, so that's how I did this. In my daily list, we have my weekly agenda, which is what we just went over, my habit tracker. This is for me to like track my habits. To be honest, I don't fill it out every day. I'm trying to, but it's pretty hard for me. Like, I always forget. But today is the 11th, and I've worked out this morning. I meditated. I haven't read yet. I haven't journaled. I did some Spanish because I had Spanish class. And yeah, so these are the 3 things I need to do. I'm probably going to read. I'm not sure I'm going to do journaling. Eating healthy, I probably will. But yeah, these are the habits I want to implement this month. Pretty self-explanatory. Then we have my morning routine, so it's in my favorites. Again, we have a quote, "Your only limit is your mind." Then good morning, and then this is just a list of the things I want to do in the morning. And so every morning, technically, I should go through this list and cross off everything I've done. Realistically, I don't really do it. It's just nice to have, just in case one day I want to do it. That's my ideal morning routine. Do I do that? Not really, but I'm working towards it. Then we have my night routine. So the quote I have is, "I am creating the life of my dreams." Then we have update my Notion, turn off my technology, clean my room, do my skincare, and read. And then go to bed. To bed early. That's my ideal night routine. So this is my expenses. So technically I would like to be tracking my expenses and seeing how much I spend. So I made this little tracking thing for my spendings. So I have January, and I have a table that loads up. Basically, I put the day, I put the description of what I bought, the categories, so I have different categories. I have eating out, beauty, other, room decor, stationery, groceries, clothes, and travel. And then the cost, and then it will sum up everything I spent. I haven't put anything in January yet because I'm at home, so I'm using my mom's money to like buy food and stuff, so I'm not really spending my own money. I did buy something the other day, so I should put it in. So on the 8th, I bought a jumper from Vinted. It was in the clothes category, and then it cost me, I think it was £31. Usually I would have this filled out with all my expenses, but because I'm at home and I'm not spending my money, I'm not really using it this month, but usually I do use it. Then we have my career and daily. So we'll go over this later. The next column is my plan for the day. Technically, I should be filling this out, but you know, I don't really need it every day. I would only do this if my day was packed and I had so many things I needed to remember to do that I would do it. And then we have the reflect section. So here we have my journal page. I'll go over that later. And then just a few questions to help me reflect on my day. I have this just in case I want to reflect on my day, but I don't really do that. Then we have my calendar. So in here I put all my classes, all my meetings, my videos that I want to upload, except for hanging out with friends, which is something I usually remember. Everything else I just put it in my calendar so that I remember. This helps me so much. So yeah, this is my dashboard. So moving on, we have my career page. I'm in my final year of uni. Initially, I wanted to be working next year, but it's looking like I might not do that. So this is why I have a career page. I put my current resume, I put a cover letter template that I have, my website, and then I have this professional network page, which is basically a table where I can put in everyone I've met, who they are, like how I met them, their companies, how do I contact them, their contact info, when I last contacted them. And ideally I would have this filled with everyone I've ever met and networked with, but this is fairly new. I've only had 2 people so far. So yeah. Then I put all the jobs I applied to. I put the stage, the position that I was applying to, the interest I had in that job, the due date for the applications, and the locations of the job. And then with the URL to the job posting. And then I have some notes, like things I want to keep somewhere, and this is all related to career stuff. And then we have resources. So I embedded this Vogue Business website in here. And then I have a few links right here that I just want to keep, but I don't know where else to put. Moving on to the next section, we have uni. On top here, I have my student portal, the reservation for the library, so if I want to book a study space when I go to the library, and then how to Harvard reference. These 3 links are the links I use the most. Then we have my current classes. My classes just started today, so I don't really have much, but technically I would be using this to put in my course paper, the office hours for the lecture, my notes from that class, and then my assignments and everything. I'm still new to using Notion for my classes because I'm still sticking to Notability on my iPad, but I'm slowly making my way towards using Notion. And then I have all my classes here. So these are all my classes I'm taking this year. And then on the right we have Issue. Issue is the fashion society I'm an exec for. Then I have my tasks for that. There's not much going on. And then the content calendar, so what we're gonna post this month. I'm supposed to fill this out, but I just haven't done it yet because I just haven't had the time yet. Then under that I have Refiller. Refiller is a social project that I just joined. And I joined as a graphic designer, so I just added it right here. I have my tasks that I need to do. I decided to use a board for this because I felt like it was more suited. And then the branding outlines that I need to keep in mind for when I'm designing a post. Then under this, I have my course calendar. So in here, I'll put all my assignments that I have with the due date, the type, and then the class, and then if I've completed them, and then how much they weigh for my final grade. So I still have my management essay that is due this Friday that I'm working on, and I cannot wait to tick this box. Under that, I have my schedule. So I recently just got my schedule for this new term, so I put it in yesterday. So this is what my schedule looks like more or less this term. And then I put a little photo of all the important dates for the academic year, so I know when are my vacations and etc. That's it for uni. I don't really use it that much. I'm trying to, but yeah. My final main page is my personal page. We have the overview on the left. So we have my habit tracker that we went through. Then we have my goals tracker. I put a list of my goals with the classification, and then under that I have my projects tracker. So these are projects I need to do and that I want to do. So on the left we have all the projects that I want to do but I haven't started. In the middle we have those that I have started, and then on the right we have those I'm doing. So the difference between started and doing is that I started them but then I stopped, and then doing is like I'm actively doing them, and then we have done on the right. This page is great for if you have goals and you want to track them and make sure that you actually achieve your goals. It's just really good for keeping you accountable to actually reach your goals. Next page we have food. I can't take credit for most of these pages. I mostly took templates that I found on YouTube and then just made them my own. So I'll put a bunch of videos down below with people showing their notions with their templates. So this one I took as well from a video I watched, but I just added those 2 pictures just to keep me motivated to eat healthy. This page is really good because it has a lot of linked pages and it all works together. So in recipes, for example, I just put a few recipes that I have. Those are just cakes and pizza, but hopefully in the future when I start using this more, I'll have more recipes that aren't just cakes and pizza. For example, if I want to create the recipe, I can say if I've made it. I haven't yet. Then I can put a tag to describe the recipe. So let's say it's simple ingredients, good for a crowd. Then the difficulty, I'd say it's easy. Then the ingredients. So in here I would write out all the ingredients I need. So round rice. Because I don't have round rice, I can just create a new ingredients in the ingredients template page. Then go back to risotto, and then I add like mushrooms. I just put all the ingredients in here and stuff, and then the instructions. So I made a template for the recipe instructions, and in here I'll put all the instructions. I'm not gonna do it here because like I'm pretty lazy, but yeah. So then I have my recipes all in here, And then when I go to food, we have the ingredients template. So this is all the ingredients I have. And I can put whether or not I've bought them or not, like if I have them in my kitchen. And then the meal planner, you would put Monday, today I'm eating risotto. So in the groceries, they would add all the ingredients I need. Tuesday, let's say I want to eat, okay, I'm just gonna put like pizza base. Well, I'm just gonna put the recipes that I have because I don't have a lot. This is not realistic at all. This is just an example. So here I've made my meal plan for this week. When you go to shopping list, it will give you a list of all the ingredients that you need to buy for your meal plan this week. Filter, purchased, and then is unchecked. Now you have a list of all the ingredients you need to buy. So you have a shopping list. This is great. I need to start using this more. Okay, moving on. We have workout. So in here I just have a workout plan that I used to do. And then in here I just have what I would do for each day. Then we have travel. Haven't really used this yet as well, but this is a template I got from someone again. For example, I really want to go to the Amalfi Coast this summer. Hopefully I'll be able to go. I was gonna start planning it just so I can manifest it. So I put Amalfi Coast and then I put a picture of Positano. And so this template is great because it has a packing list. So you can create different packing lists. So one for winter, one for summer, one for the mountain, one for the beach, and then hotels and contacts. So you can just add stuff, and then in here you can have your schedule of everything you're going to do, and then you can also add a map of the place where you're going to. Moving on, we have learn and reflect. So we first have languages. I'm currently learning Spanish and I want to learn how to read and write in Thai, but this is just a future project. But for Spanish, for example, this is also a template for someone I got. So I have a quote of why am I learning this language. Then we have vocab. I haven't really used this yet, but I recently started adding vocab to this list. Whenever I want to add vocab, I just add it in here. I don't really use this page that much, but I'm gonna try to use it more. Then we have setting up, everything you need to do when you're first learning a language. And then we have vocab list, so all the vocab. This is a great template, but I just haven't used it yet. It's just a lot to fill out and I don't have time. Then we have my journal. So we have thoughts, so random thoughts that I have. You know, I'm not going to go over it because it's personal. And then we have entries, so like the days. I'm trying to journal more. Most of the time I try to journal on paper, but if one day I want to journal but I don't have my journal, I can just journal in here. Then we have books. So I'm gonna definitely try to use this more, but this is basically a list of all the books I've read or I want to read, what they're about, what my ratings are after I finish reading them. I'm gonna try using this instead of Goodreads. Then we have law of attraction. So in here I have some affirmations about money. In here I have the big 5 placements explanations. I'm trying to get more into astrology, so this is something I just wrote down, so if I ever need to look, I can just find it here. Then I have my dream reality, and then some explanations about all the different laws. If I want to read anything real quick, it's just all in here. And then this is just something that I incorporated from someone else's Notion. I just added some bits of her template to this page. So I have my dream life. What are you doing today to create the life of your dreams? And then another quote, if you believe you can or you can't, either way you're right. So these are a few things that make me happy. And then a little quote, everything you do contributes to your success. And then extras. This is still like a little work in progress. Then we have graphic design. I recently started getting into graphic design. So these are some resources I put in. And then some color codes. And then I have the menu that I'm designing. And then one day I was procrastinating, so I started designing a drinking game. Yeah, that's what I do in my free time. But yeah, this is really disorganized, but it's easy for me to find the things I need, so it's staying this way for now. Then we have Captured by Anais. So if you don't know, I do photography. This is the handle of my Insta page. I haven't done a proper photo shoot in like a year, so I haven't really been using this, but hopefully I will start getting into doing photo shoots again. And when I do, I'll be using these free pages. So I have photo shoots, so in here I would be putting down all the ideas I have for photo shoots, I think. And then in planning, I would be planning all the photo shoots that I would be doing. And then I would have a posting schedule for my Instagram page. Then I have YouTube. This is something I've been using quite often. The upload schedule, not so much because I just put it in my dashboard as well. But I have my notes, so my music, some tips for Final Cut Pro. I wanted to do a video on sustainable brands, my description for my videos, and then a voiceover for my room makeover that I did. And then I have video ideas. So this is the page I use most for my YouTube. In here I have all the video ideas I want to do, and then I have those I'm currently doing, and then the ones I completed. I'm doing this right now, so this is in progress right here. So I'm just going to show you for this one. So brainstorm, I didn't put anything because it's a Notion tour. What am I supposed to brainstorm? I don't know. Then the tasks I need to do. I really like using a board like this because I really like sliding things. But yeah, this is my video ideas page. And then finally, we have my projects and interests. I just called this projects and interests because I didn't know what else to call it. But it's basically my notes. Like when I switched to Notion, I wanted to have everything that was in my notes app on my phone and my computer to be in my Notion. So this is basically my notes app. And I just put these two photos because I really want to go to Positano. So this is a picture of Positano. So this is for me to visualize. And then this picture of New York City because I really want to live there. This is just like a tiny portion of my vision board that I put on my Notion. This is pretty much my whole Notion. I know it's not the most aesthetic Notion, but it does the job. There are some things that I could definitely get rid of and like start using more. But overall, I just love using this app so much. Of course, I'll have templates of my pages available down below for you to use. I'll also have different tutorials linked down below and other Notion tours if you want to check them out and try to find other templates than mine, because there are others that are way better. That's it for my Notion tour. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give the video a like and subscribe to see more videos by me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
If time are you, I'll take the passenger seat. We can drive around to the sky and see me.